What is up, all you worship peoples? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Nate Meist, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And in this video, we're going to be learning how to play on an acoustic guitar, a new release by Hobbs called Like Honey. I will also be bringing this song into my most rigorous grading system at the end of the video, so stick around for that, but let's get into it. If you're new here, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If these videos are helping you, which is the goal, why don't you give them a like and maybe even subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. Alright, so there are three things that we're going to be learning in this video to help you learn this song on an acoustic guitar. The first thing is key and capo placement. So the key that the song was originally recorded in, the key that I'm going to be playing it in, which is quite different than the original key, and some other keys that you can play in using your capo and the positions that I'm going to teach you in this video. The second thing is one strumming pattern that's going to get you through this entire song. And the third and final thing are the chords. I'm going to play through each section of this song individually, and as I do, I'm going to have these handy little chord diagrams in the upper right hand corner so that you can pause the video and see exactly what my finger placement is for every chord that I play. And don't forget that this video is segmented, which means that you can skip ahead to any part of this song that you would like to learn right now. Alright, so this song was originally recorded in the key of C. There's two different ways that you could play that normally on an acoustic guitar. Not only two ways, but two primary ways. The first is the open C position. If you don't know what the open C position is or how to play in it, I have a video for that, so click up above or down below. The other way is to put your capo on fret number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and play in what's called the G position. I have a video for that as well, so if you want to learn more about the G position and how to play in it, click up above or down below. I am not going to stay in that key because I don't have a female voice and there is a female lead on this song, so I definitely had to change the key for this one. After playing around with a few different keys, I found out that just taking my capo off completely and staying in the G position, that would put me in the key of G. That key worked pretty well for my voice. The cool thing is that if you want to remain in that same originally recorded key of C, it's super easy to do that still using the same chord shapes that I'm going to show you in this video and just putting your capo on fret number 5. You can also download your chord chart if you're using a chord chart in the key of G, and then use my same chord shapes that I'm going to teach you in this video, and it'll make it really easy for you to follow along and to play in that same original key of C. Maybe that key is too high for you though. It's super easy to lower it, so you could go to fret number 4, and now you're in the key of B, still using the G position chords. Go down another fret or a half step to fret number 3, now you're in the key of B flat or A sharp. Go down another fret to fret number 2, now you're in the key of A, using the G position. Fret number 1 is going to put you in G flat, G sharp or A flat. And then, like the key that I'm playing it in, take your capo off completely, and now you're in the key of G. But those are a bunch of different keys that you could play in, still using the same chord shapes that I'm going to teach you in this video. Alright, so let's go over this one strumming pattern that will get you through this entire song. I'm going to play it at normal speed, and then we'll slow it down for you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, so let's slow that down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up. And that's not including the first bridge, which for that one I think I'm just going to do all downstrokes. So I'm going to break from this strumming pattern for that first bridge, but for the rest of the song I'm going to be using that strumming pattern. Alright, before we learn these chords, I wanted to just point out two kind of a little bit more complicated chords for you guys before I just start playing through the song and we, you know, blaze through these chords. These are specifically for the chorus, alright, and there's two chords that I just wanted to teach you guys. The first one is C over G. That is a chord that you're going to use, and this is the finger placement for it. And you're playing every single string on the guitar at that point. That's a C over G. And the other chord is an A minor over G. This is what that looks like. And that's how I'm playing it. There's different ways that you can play it. I keep my pinky rooted there on the 3rd fret of the 6th string because it's kind of like the anchor of all the other chords that I'm going to be playing. You know, so I just kind of keep my pinky there, and it sounds nice too. That is it's actually A minor 7 over G. But it sounds really, really cool chord in the context of the song. Alright, let's learn these chords. This is verse number 1. So 1, 2, 3. There's a weariness that only comes when I'm away from you. There's a confidence that always comes when I'm in step with you. Even in the barren land, you're speaking life. Streams within the wilderness, you will provide. Your word like, and then into the chorus there. Alright, this is the first chorus. So 1, 2, 3. You were like honey on my lips, like water to my soul. Oh, how sweet it is to walk within your ways. Pouring out like a river, you restore and deliver. Oh, how sweet it is to walk within your ways. You are faithful again and again. Alright, this is verse number 2. So 1, 2, 3. You're the lamp that lights the way ahead, so I can trust in you. And for all my days you'll go before. You work it all for good. Your word like, and then straight into the chorus there. Alright, for the second chorus, it's just like the first chorus. Same chords, same strumming pattern, all that good stuff. And then we go into the bridge. Alright, let's go over this bridge. They sing this bridge 3 times at this point in the song. For the first 2, I'm going to do all downstrokes. And then for the third one, I'm going to go into the normal strumming pattern that I taught you guys. So let's play through these 3 bridges. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I will see the goodness of the Lord my God, and I believe that greater things are yet to come. I'll pray until I see it. I know I'm gonna see it. Oh, I will see the goodness of the Lord my God, and I believe that greater things are yet to come. I'll pray until I see it. I know I'm gonna see it. Strumming pattern. Oh, I will see the goodness of the Lord my God, and I believe that greater things are yet to come. I'll pray until I see it. I know I'm gonna see it. then we go into the third chorus. It's kind of a softer chorus than the other two, the first two. And it also has kind of a different ending as well. So let's play through this third chorus. So 1, 2, 3. You were like honey on my lips, like water to my soul. Oh, how sweet it is to walk within your ways. Pour it out like a river, you restore and deliver. Oh, how sweet it is to walk within your ways. You are faithful again and again. You are faithful again and again. 3, 4, into the bridge right there. Then they go into the bridge again, and they do the bridge 3 times. And for those 3 bridges at that point in the song, I would just use the bridge that I taught you, the first one. So just that first one, while I'm just doing all downstrokes. So, and I will see the goodness of the Lord my God. Just really soft. I would use that style, that vibe for all 3 of these bridges at this point in the song. And then she goes back into the chorus again after that. Alright, then we go into the 4th chorus. This is kind of like the ending of the song. I'm going to play through this one. It's very soft, all downstrokes here. It does have a different ending than the 3rd chorus. So let's play through this 4th and final chorus. So 1, 2, 3. You were like honey on my lips, like water to my soul. Oh, how sweet it is to walk within your ways. Pour it out like a river, you restore and deliver. Oh, how sweet it is to walk within your ways. You are faithful again and again. Alright, so those are all the chords for this song, guys. The strumming patterns as well. So why don't we now bring this song into my most rigorous grading system. It could receive up to 3 check marks. Let's see how it does. Check mark number 1 is we examine if this song will sound nice not only in a full band context, which is what it is on the album, but could you do this song just on one instrument and would it still carry the same energy and the same vibe? Would it still sound nice? I'm going to say yes. The song is already really stripped down in the full band version, if you want to call it that, on the album. There's very little instrumentation already, which makes it really easy to, adapt this song to just playing it on a piano or just playing it on an acoustic guitar. The piano is very prevalent in the recording. It sounds beautiful, and I think if you just stripped it down to just a piano, I think it would hold its own. I think it would sound great, and I think the same thing for an acoustic guitar. So yes, it totally gets that check mark from me. Check mark number 2, would this song be easy for you and your worship team to learn? So this is taking into account many different levels of experience that might be on your worship team. You might have somebody that's been playing for years and another person that's been playing for a couple months. That's kind of how worship teams go, right? Obviously, we're talking about volunteer worship teams here. If you're hiring people, it's a whole different ballgame. But I'm talking about a volunteer worship team and taking into account whether they can handle certain things. And as a worship leader, you kind of have to do that when you introduce new songs. For this song in particular, I'm going to give it a yes. I think it is easy for a worship team to learn. It is easy to learn in general. I will say that the melodies in the verse are not super intuitive. I definitely had to kind of listen to those melodies again and again in order to teach it to you guys in this video. Also, the chords are not you know, your run-of-the-mill, normal CCM chords. And that's a good thing. I like when they do that. I like when they break out of the CCM mold and kind of use some different creative chords. But all that to say, you know, it's not going to just be, you know, kind of like a really easy song in terms of chords, maybe for your musicians. And then again, going back to the melodies of the song, just in general, you're gonna have to really work with your vocalist, I think, to make sure that you guys are getting all the phrasing correct, because she uses some really interesting, you know, rhythmic, you know, phrasing throughout the song, like in the chorus, you know, when she starts singing, when she stops singing, and the rhythm that she's using in her melody that she's singing. It's interesting. You got to get it down, and then once you get it down as a worship leader, you got to make sure that your vocalist, if you have anybody on stage with you singing, making sure that they're matching you in terms of phrasing and rhythm when you're singing through these melodies, or if they're doing harmony or whatever. And that's gonna be something that you're gonna have to take into account, and just make sure that you kind of get tight so that it sounds nice. It sounds like there's many different vocal layers on the recording in the album version of this song, but it sounds very tight as well. Like it's all same exact kind of phrasing and rhythm and all that kind of stuff. So just something to take into account for that. And checkmark number 3 is this song Congregational. Absolutely, I love the chorus specifically, just talking about the sweetness of walking with the Lord, and just the fact that like doing things His way is always going to be the best way. It's always going to bring joy and sweetness and blessing to our life, and our life is going to be the best when it's in His hands, and when we're following His ways. So this song, I feel like, conveys that really beautifully. So that is Like Honey by Hannah Hobbs, a beautiful song. I hope that this video helps you guys to do this song. If you're doing it, comment down below and let me know how it's going. And I would love to hear from you guys, just in general, how ministry is going for you, and also if there's any songs that you would like me to do a tutorial for. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I hope that wherever you're doing ministry or leading worship or playing on the band, I hope that it's going well for you. Wherever you are, don't forget to stay praisy, my friends. Things are looking crazy, but you're keeping it praisy. And speaking of praisiness, don't forget to visit natemeister.com for some super sick Praisy Club merch. I'll see you guys in the next video.